Yo, Diddy has been denied bond not once, but twice. As we all know, you guys, he was denied bond the first time by another judge. He went to a different judge, which I think they said this judge was supposed to be handling the whole case. He was going to be the one taking him through.
Yes.
And that judge also denied it. Diddy actually went ahead and he actually added some things to his bond because the first judge said it was insignificant. It was insufficient based on what the charges were.
Right.
So he decided to add that, hey, look, we can have a cop with me 24/7, which, I mean, for how many years, right? With this whole trial, that would be ridiculous.
Right, at least for one. It's going to go, I think it will go at least a year.
Yeah, and then also he said,
let's just say 1 to 2 years before this trial is over and they've done sentencing and all of that. That is if he is found guilty. And we just want to say, I mean, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. Of course, we have said here that we believe the victims. I kind of want to be clear about that. Yesterday, found out that there are actually 10 victims that are involved in a civil suit against Diddy, right? There are 10 separate cases. Let me just say the victims that we believe, because I have not listened to all 10 cases.
Well, let me finish what he put in for the extra bond, because I didn't finish that one yet. Right. But yeah, so it was 1, he was going to have a security card, and then 2, he said there's going to be no female visitors. 3, he said he was willing to be on an ankle monitor. 4, he also said that he was willing to be on house arrest and have his movements monitored. So that's what he had added to the thing. So
people could sign in and sign out.
Yeah.
Whoever came to visit him had to sign in and sign out.
Yeah, and I think he said he would not be calling anybody also.
He wouldn't have access to a phone or to a computer.
Right. So those were the things that he added to this new hearing, and it was denied. But you can go back to what you're saying.
They still said it was insufficient. That bail package was still insufficient. But I wanted to just say the victims that I had heard about, I was like, oh, there are 9 to 10 victims. I was like, oh, well, I can't say I believe all the victims when I have not heard.
All the victims.
And I've not read, all the cases and stuff. Cassie, I do believe her. I believe the one who said that what had happened to her when she was 17. She was a minor. I believe Dawn.
Yeah. Dawn Richards.
Yes. So those are the 3. I had not. I haven't read about anybody else.
Now,
I just wanted to be clear about that. It's not that I don't believe these other. I just don't know.
We haven't had.
I don't even know what the names are, so I don't know. So
do we believe the inmates?
I don't know too much about that case. I really don't know about that case.
Yeah.
I know that he's in jail now. I know that the reason why he even got the $100 million bond, kind of like on a technicality, because Diddy did not show up, or his representation did not show up when they were supposed to show up. And so because of that, it just went in favor of this other guy, this person who's in jail. So I don't know enough of that case.
But new information did come out about that case, so we will talk about it in a different video. But yeah, so his bond has been denied again, rightfully so. He is a danger to society, but his attorney was coming out talking about how, oh my God, he's in inhumane conditions, da da da. And then somebody so hilariously in the comments was like, it's jail, not the Marriott. And I was just like, you know.
And I was wondering what was inhumane. I'm thinking, okay, when you're in jail, usually you have the one toilet bowl, right? It probably doesn't have a toilet seat. Nice cushiony toilet seat.
It's probably inhumane compared to how he's used to living.
Well, it's not inhumane because you have a toilet seat. You have access to, defecate. Yes, okay, it's in your room, right? And you just have the one bed. Maybe the mattress is a little hard, right? You have probably, you of course you don't have a door, right? So you don't have the privacy.
Right.
Anyone can kind of pass by. The guards can kind of pass by and look in on you, right? So you don't have that privacy to do you, right? As you were doing at your, wherever it is. And then you have a sink. Probably you don't have a mirror because they don't want you to, go harm yourself or harm someone else. Now, I don't know if he has a roommate. Now, if you have a roommate and you gotta share the one toilet bowl, and then I guess like if you have number two, you're gonna have to smell it because there's no door to close, right? So whatever you do there, that's
At
what
least it's
happens
aired
there.
out though.
But at
I
least
do-
you can flush. You know, you can flush and it goes away, but it's inside your bedroom. So maybe that's what he's
Yeah.
talking about, inhumane. But as one of the commenters, our subscriber said, it's jail. So is it inhumane for jail? I'm sure you have meals. I heard that they wake them up at 6. So maybe that's, he's used to being up at night, right? Till the wee hours of the morning.
Right.
And then probably at 6 o'clock, it's out of his sleep rhythm. Because at 6 o'clock, probably that's when he really falls into a nice deep sleep, or he's just getting into sleep. And then they're waking him up. So, but that's what happens when you dip your toe.
Well, this is what happens when you are a criminal. A criminal. When you are a criminal and you participate in criminal activities and you assault people and you grape folks, this is what happens.
And
you end up
kidnap.
in a 2x2 place where you have to smell your own cow manure and your own pee. This is
Well,
what happens.
It's not
so,
too bad. Okay, Diddy, you have at least, hold on, let's see how, okay, he got about 1, 2, 3, he got about a good 6 feet, okay, by maybe a good 10 feet. What you all think? About a good 6, 5 by 10. I mean, yeah.
This is why we don't participate in criminal activities, because you could end up in jail like some zoo animal. Was the freak off worth it? Was it worth it? All of these years doing wrong, you are now in jail. I felt so bad for the son, seeing them come out after he was denied bail. They just looked so defeated, so sad, so heartbroken.
But we did find out that when they took Diddy away, they did not put him in handcuffs.
Yeah, they didn't. Okay.
They allowed him to
walk
away without being handcuffed. Now, they didn't say anything about the feet. And I'm not sure if, at least they had something there, right?
They feet cuff you.
Right.
Whatever.
So I don't know if they had a chain there or whatever. So when he walks, you could hear the chain. No one really talked about that. But at least the sons did not have to see him in handcuffs. Now, I don't know what he was wearing. He wasn't wearing a suit. So I don't know if he's already in the Metropolitan District Center's uniform that they have right now. The photographs that they drew, that they sketched, were, you see like he was wearing something black, like a black top.
Yeah.
So it's all very interesting. But this is what happens when you dip your toe in the sea of depravity
and sin
and
a satanic behavior.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Because, listen, you can do you, all right? Everybody's stuff that they want to do to get their stuff off, that's their business. But do not kidnap nobody doing it. Do not hold anyone hostage to do it. Don't have a whole bunch of baby oil and lubricant because that person cannot even naturally get up just because of the fact that they're being coerced and held against their will.
And they're on drugs.
And forced to do stuff, and then you drug them. And then the other thing, too, is threatening them, right? They showed emails that he has sent this year alone, talking to 2 people. And this is why the judge was like, no, you've already obstructed justice. You've already gotten in contact with one of the victims. Like, you cannot do that. He got an email to tell, what's her name, Kalina, that if you continue to talk on my behalf, because that's the other half of the Diddy Kane.
Diddy Dirty Money.
Dirty Kane. What's that?
Dainty Kane.
Dainty Kane.
But she was also part of the group called Diddy Dirty Money.
Right, with Dawn Richards.
Yeah.
So when she came out, he emailed or texted her right away, if you continue like this on my behalf, you don't have to worry about money. I mean, they just raided your place in March. Would you not think to yourself, that they probably are monitoring me right now. That means that I should be texting and emailing stuff. With all the people you have around you, you couldn't just send someone to go talk to her directly, like without being recorded. Like, what is wrong with you, man?
When you're desperate and
when-
you're an idiot,
When you've
this
been
is what
getting
happens.
away with stuff for so long. And remember, for the longest time, Wendy has been talking about Diddy. Who else has been talking about Diddy? 50 Cent talk about Diddy. I mean, Diddy's
50
name
Cent
has
is
been
just
out
very
in
cool.
these streets. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you were hearing about him, but it's like there was no hard proof or nothing was being done.
Yeah.
Like, you were just in there for so long, Diddy. You know? Just to think about that. And then the attorney having the nerve to come out and talk about how these things happened 8 years ago, you know? The man is a changed man. Well, idiot, the man is not a changed man. He was in his 40s when he was doing this foolishness. He didn't change in his 50s.
Can we also say that the
What
man...
you are is usually set before you turn 30. Okay, I will give you, since they say the youth is from whatever till 35, I'll give you till 35. But damn, I ain't gonna give you till 40. You doing that in your 40s? Yes, that's who you actually are.
And he was doing it in college. And mind you, we also have to keep in mind that they found 1,000 effing bottles of lube. 2024. If he was not still doing freak offs,
It's 2024.
why you need 1,000 bottles of lube?
Only
Why you have to go to 100?
only if he had gotten that and he just was not used anymore, it was just there as stock. But he just never got rid of it because
No.
I don't think people are even using baby oil anymore like that.
I'm sorry, but the guy from TMZ even said he had the grape drug. He also had that in his place. He had cocaine, he had ecstasy, he had all these like drugs and stuff in his place that they raided in 2024. He had it in both spots. So he is still doing his satanic rituals. Like craziness. So he has not changed. And this is what happens.
What hurts my heart more than anything is the families of these victims. There was one of them that he actually even sent an email to. She was saying, you know, I don't really want to be a part of this. They didn't say whether it was a she or a he, but it's like, I just don't want to be a part of this. And he was like blackmailing the person actively. You know, like, you better do it because I got video. Like, but, you know, it's just as well. You were doing all of this stuff because now they got the evidence.
And you're going to jail, buddy. You're not going to be there just for a year.
You don't want them still hanging around in our community.
No. Because
Like,
just the fact that he's out will be a threat to people.
Yeah.
To the victims. Because they're like, oh my God, he's out of jail. At least people can sleep at night.
Yes, that is so
just
true.
his mere presence being out will be scary.
Yes, will be scary for the people who work for him, right? Who maybe are being subpoenaed. They'll be too scared to even say anything because it's like,
oh my God,
shoot,
he's out.
He's out. I don't want him to, you know, unalive me or whatever. Like, we've been hearing these rumors about this man for a while now.
I mean,
about
he blew up Cassie's ex's
that
car.
he will do to folk, you know, like to the point, and also like that, you know.
Yeah, y'all, but let us know what you guys think about him having his bond denied again, and we will see you guys on the next video.
I thought you were going to do a Diddy dance. About
We will do it in a
and you do it really well too. I was trying to do the whole, you know, the Diddy dance where he be doing here, then he jump over here, and then he shake, then he jump over here, then shimmy, then he jump over here, shimmy. That's what I was doing when I found out that the body been denied again, the body been denied again, the body been denied again.
It's a celebration for sure.
Oh,
But yeah, y'all, we'll see you guys later.